This is Get to Know Alabama. Today, I am at the French restaurant Fête to interview someone that really needs no introduction. We are in Birmingham. She has been pioneering the food scene here since 2013, opened her first restaurant in 2015, and now she is the owner and executive chef here at Fête, as well as the founder of Bandit Patisserie that will open in just one short week by the time this video comes out. I'm really excited to introduce you guys to Kristen Hall. Let's go get to know Kristen. Coffee today provided by the one and only Kristen Hall at her restaurant, Fête. This is such a treat.
It's espresso beans and milk and make like really pretty things out of it. So I sort of feel that way about pastries as well. It's like you can take just the most basic ingredients and make such beautiful things.
You are known for like your really beautiful spaces along with your really delicious food. How involved are you in the planning and design of the spaces?
So I design all of the spaces start to finish.
Where do you draw your inspiration?
So I will say I draw a lot of inspiration from France and in a like energetic kind of way. I'm just really fascinated by buildings that have like lived lives like over hundreds and hundreds of years. So I always pick spaces that are historic, just like the one we're sitting in right now.
What is a crossover between France and Birmingham? Are you creating something totally new here, or are there similarities that make that concept work here in Alabama?
You know, I think it's a little bit of both. I would like to transport people to different places. It just really sort of inspired both by bringing things from other places to here and then utilizing what's already here. So it's like that's a kind of a bit of everything.
What inspires you about this industry in Birmingham specifically?
Obviously, we have an incredible history of food and beverage here. You know, Frank Stitt being sort of the godfather of that, really has paved the way for me to be able to do what I do. And I think about that a lot is about like who came before me, right? And obviously that's a very long story, especially in International Women's Month, of all of the ways that I'm able to do what I do as a woman because of all of the work that other people have done on my behalf.
How does living in Alabama inspire your creativity?
I am really inspired by other people who are trying to pioneer things here in Birmingham. And being here in Alabama, it's a beautiful place, but it's the people that are here that I feel like are really trying to sort of move us forward, that I feel like sort of a part of a cadre of really like amazingly beautiful people. Obviously, this is like a very petite space, and so having some angles and some curves make it feel a little more open. These cabinets were specifically designed for wine. They actually, we measured the tallest bottles that we had, so that's how tall the shelves are. It's been really fun to take over the wine list too, and to really like put wines that I really, really enjoy. And it's been really fun, again, back to those farmers and artisans. Like obviously wine is like the foundation of that. And then actually this is my cookbook collection.
I love it.
So my team gets to like come and like pull books if they need them, just for inspiration and things like that. And actually some fondue pots.
Okay.
We're gonna be having some fondue Fridays,
Ooh,
I do
yum.
believe. So peonies are my favorite flower. I grow them at home, but they mean motherhood to me, and so I have two daughters. That's actually why I started this this business, right? They're sort of with me always. Like this is why I started things, and so whenever I look around, obviously this paper is beautiful, but they remind me of my daughters, Emma and Eleanor. This is my apple box. So I'm too petite.
I was gonna
to say yes. So it's a stool. So like when I it's called expediting, right? So when I'm expediting, I stand on the box so I can actually like see what's happening, because otherwise I think the whole world is just sort of like up here.
We're in the kitchen. Tell me about this fondue champion belt trophy.
Yes, so this is the one from last year. So Evans Meats and Son of a Butcher, they host the fondue every year. And so last year was the first year, which we won. And then we also won the second year.
You're clearly very involved and hands-on with every detail of this restaurant. What does a day-to-day role look like for you?
Sometimes it's wardrobe change, right? So like I start in a chef coat or in a chef shirt maybe, and then like in the afternoon I go and put a dress on. So it's kind of a little bit of everything. But I love that. Like I love being able to know every aspect of the shop.
Now we're at the new location for Bandit Patisserie, which is obviously very special to you. How do you hope that this kind of contributes to your legacy?
So really, my goal is to bring French pastries, obviously, to Birmingham and to build beautiful spaces. But for me, it's actually extra special in this location because I started Bandit in 2013 when my daughters were 2 and 5. And my soon-to-be 15-year-old will have her first job right there at that counter.
Oh my gosh. If someone is coming here for the first time, what should they order to get started?
I would say, start at the croissant and then, kind of move into other things.
Oh, sounds delicious. You are in the thick of opening a new place, continuing to run another restaurant. What's gonna come after this?
I am super interested in opening a boutique hotel. So I've been working on some plans for that for the last several months. Kind of a home away from home, but maybe in a historic building downtown.
Ooh, okay, well, we will be on the lookout for that.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned earlier, it is International Women's Month, and I feel like the community of women here in Birmingham always looking to lift each other up. It's really a beautiful community. So I would love to just hear from you, like who's another female in the industry that you want to see lifted up?
Oh gosh, there are so many. So I love the work of Still Johnson. They see from Basic, the whole team at Basic is doing magnificent pioneering things. As well, I always have to shout out to my business partner, Lacey Triplett. It's really a beautiful thing to be able to lift up other women.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh, a meal? Let's see. Honestly, I'm gonna say the potato gratin. It's like so nostalgic to me. So I would say Fête, I would do the steak and do a potato gratin on the side.
I'll have that with you. That
Exactly,
sounds great.
yes. Maybe you can join me next time.
Well, I so appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. It was great to get to know you a little bit more. I'm so excited about Fête and Bandit and everything that you're doing in Birmingham. Thank you for building your businesses here. It is our honor at Soul Grown to get to tell these stories. So if you guys want to know more about what Kristen's doing, you can obviously find Fête and Bandit both on Instagram. This is Get to Know Alabama. We will see you next time.